The other day, a reporter said, "Why are you running for president again?" I said, "Because I read your paper." It was the New York Times. And here, Nader Gonzalez, the only campaign that really is taking into the electoral arena, it shows up in the polls, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8%. 7% Nebraska last month in a CNN poll. That takes all these injustices and takes them into the electoral arena. And these reporters said they are so completely saturated with this two-party duopoly that they can't even think of covering alternative candidates. So the New York Times, 0 since February 25th. Can you imagine? I've known these reporters and editors for years. I give them stories. They win prizes. If they can do this to me, they can do it to anyone. I wasn't dropped from a UFO. Washington Post, except for a style piece, 0 since February 25th. NBC, ABC, CBS, written in personal letters, "Dear Katie, dear Charlie, dear Brian, you know, it's getting a bit extreme here. Almost 8 months, not 1 second on our campaign." I go around the country and people say, "Oh, I didn't know you were running for president." No kidding. Public broadcast, your tax dollars at work. 0, Bill Moyers. 0, Jim Laird. 0, Charlie Rose. 0, Terry Gross. 0, Diane Rehm. You get the idea what's happening? It's a blackout. It's political bigotry against third-party and independent candidates. And I'm sure it's happening to other third-party independent candidates. Now, nobody expects that the commercial media is going to give us equal time with Obama and McCain.
I'm happy to have a debate, an argument with the Republican Party or any of my opponents about what this country means.
Nobody expects that they would give us equal time with the surrogates for Obama and McCain. Nobody, like Chelsea Clinton, you know, the surrogate for Hillary, huge coverage, and other people who are substitutes. Nobody expects for us to get equal time with the puppies and the pets and the hobbies of the major candidates who get all kinds of coverage, or their clothing choices. This is a theater of the absurd, my friends. This is the theater of the absurd. You can't satire satire. I have to go on comedic shows in order to get a few things across. The other day, I exposed myself to a rumble-tumble with the insult dog Triumph on Conan O'Brien. Have you ever seen this guy? This puppet dog? And the comic was beneath the table. You had the puppet dog, and you had me. Right? Okay, so I'm saying to myself, got to get to 2 million people. My colleague said, "Don't go on, it will impair your dignity." I said, "Somebody plays a beautiful violin in the desolate Sahara. Does that someone play a beautiful violin?" Huh? And besides, I know how to keep my dignity with some disgracefully loudmouth, profane, disgusting puppet dog. He looks at me before the cameras start and he says, "Ralph, I want to tell you, this is going to be very rough." And I say to myself, where am I? This puppet dog, this is going to be very rough. I'm going after Exxon, General Motors, the Pentagon. Three of my associates are standing in the room, you know, going like this. You know, they can't believe what's happening. So I really go after the dog. He goes after me. They edit it. He promised 20 minutes would be on YouTube, all of it. But I'm saying it. Theater is absurd. You might as well play the part.